Hi, Scorpio. Welcome. How are you? This is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As a general reading, it may not resonate for everyone. And as I like to say, just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. Before I get started, I'm going to apologize in advance. There has been a train. Can you hear that? Maybe you can't. I was talking over it. For 2 hours now, this train has been blowing its horn. And I'm not too close to the tracks, but I've been hearing it for like 2 hours. So it might distract me a little bit. I'm going to do my best to kind of block it out, but apologies in advance. I don't know if it's stuck on the tracks or what's going on, but not a whole lot going on in the cosmos. I mean, there's stuff, but it's weedsy and not really pertinent. But what is pertinent, Venus is still retrograde. And Mercury's going to join her on the 14th. He'll be retrograde. So we'll have potential miscommunications, misunderstandings, or our thoughts sort of being dragged into deep emotional waters from the past. So that's just a heads up that it may be a little bumpy for the second half of the month. I pulled your oracle and it feels like there's a message coming through for you, but it also spoke to me, and I'm having a feeling like it's across the board right now and may be related to the upcoming full moon in Cancer, which will be on the 17th. So we're still about a week away, but I feel like there's a message here. So starting with Work Your Light Oracle, you got the card Unbound. So it's an activation. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So Scorpio, this is telling you to release your old stories. Let's see if you can see that better. That have been playing out in your life, right? So you want to look at the patterns that you are ready to release. And it could be in your connection. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of past lives. So if something has been coming back on repeat over and over and over again, this is the time, this is the life where you get to release that, and only you can do it. So whether it's cutting cords or just through meditation or just affirmations, whatever works for you, this is telling you it's time to release that. The next card you got from Priestess of Light really speaks to this, which is card 31, hostilities, conflict, and unrest. So think of the Five of Wands, right? There may be a person or a situation that is upsetting in some way, shape, or form. So that Five of Wands, conflict, chaos, unrest, feeling conflicted even. So it's time to choose to protect yourself and your energy. And that is a choice. You do get to choose to protect yourself and your energy. This is not about giving in. You know, even if it triggers someone, and it usually does, when you stand up for yourself, assert yourself. Don't give in, but make your boundaries very, very clear. What's really interesting about these two cards, if you look, they both have a full moon in them, and there's energy here that's rising up. So I really feel that this is about release for the full moon. So start looking at the patterns, start looking at, what I like to call porous boundaries, where people kind of overstep and assume that they can take advantage. Let them know they cannot. You can find a high vibrational positive way to protect yourself and your energy. Do that. Last card from Sacred Destiny is change. Again, I'm feeling lifted. It's not a full moon, but the balloon is up in the clouds. It's time to put the needs and expectations of others aside. This is your time for change. Change your mind, change your direction, change your hair, whatever it is, right? It's time to dare to move beyond your own predictable behavior, okay? So all these cards together suggest to me that there's change brewing, that you've kind of hit the wall, and you're ready to release a pattern that's been plaguing you. And here's Scorpio saying, Not in 2022. No, siree. So whatever that is, start preparing, because all of a sudden the full moon will be upon us, and you'll want to have your little release list ready to go. What are you letting go of? What are you releasing? What no longer serves you? Okay, so that took me a hot minute. Let's go to your connection. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, my style, my energy, whatever, that you will consider joining us here by subscribing. And for those who are returning, much love to you. I hope you all had a happy new year and a wonderful holiday. And are, approaching 2022 with your head held high and warm light in your eyes, Scorpio. So let's see what's coming through. Seven of Pentacles is the overall energy. So I'll clarify it, but it's talking about the seeds that have been planted. And, they don't grow the day you plant them. It requires patience and tending to them. So whatever seeds of intention you may set, or whatever it is, you're sort of waiting for it to unfold or grow organically. That's what this card is telling you the general energy of the reading is about. Top row is the past, could be recent, could be long ago. Middle row here is the present. There's the Five of Wands. Did I call it? Yes. Hostilities, conflict, possibly with the Queen of Wands. Wow, Chariot, getting the heck out of Dodge. And here is the potential future. Yes, Divine Feminine, and there's the Sun. Ooh, my goodness. Nine of Swords is on the bottom. So to some degree, there may be something that is, driving you a little buggy. It's something that you may have some anxieties stirring about. Restless sleep could be coming from this Five of Wands. So let me get into it. In the past, there may have been some message that came through, something that seemed sincere, felt sincere, was from the heart, could have been a message of love. It changed everything. Endings and new beginnings. It just seems like it opened up a whole new cycle. This is maybe someone that returned. And if they didn't return physically, it was a return energetically. Because here they are. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands with the World in the middle. So a new experience, a beginning of a new cycle. Something more tender, more sincere. As I said, where are we right now? It's not that. It's difficult, challenging, conflict, hostilities, could be coming from an outside source. I don't blame everything on the Queen of Wands, but when she kind of comes out close to the trouble, all right, it is what it is. In other words, I don't think the Queen of Wands is you. I think it's a pot stirrer, right? And here's the Chariot. Moving on, moving forward. This is a victory card. So I feel as if you're ready to get beyond the hostilities, right? You are ready to be unbound from the hostilities. You are ready to let that go. You're ready to change it up. Fives are also about change, numerologically speaking. So where are you headed in the future? King of Cups and the Empress. And this could be a whole new love, or it can be the next level of where, once you create those solid boundaries that I was speaking about, and you make it very clear about how it's going to be, things change, because there's divine feminine energy in the Empress, the unconditional love of the Empress, along with the King of Cups, and here's the Sun. Happy, happy, joy, joy, another success card, victory card. Leo energy in that Sun card. So far we have Aquarius and Capricorn, Cancerian energy, Sagittarian energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus and Libra, and Leo. So let's take a look at the overall energy. There's something that's unfolding. It's maybe been taking a long time. This either represents your patience or lack of it. Ooh. Well, now we have the Queen and King of Cups moving to calmer waters. Yes. So I do feel this is about your soul connection, past life soulmate, twin flames, what soulmate, whatever you want to call it. And that you're holding this energy of compassion. There's something coming through that you're ready to move to calmer waters, but you're doing so compassionately. And it's been a long time coming. So you're planting the seeds for it still, and it will unfold organically. When the time to move away from the drama, trauma, and tragedy of it all comes, you'll know. And you'll do so compassionately. You may be moving forward with the past life soulmate to something more peaceful, right? That Six of Swords can be both of you moving to calmer waters together in your connection. For some of you it will be. For others of you, it will be you saying, yep, nope, this isn't going to work. And that's okay, whichever way it speaks to your situation, because in the past we had the Page of Cups, ooh, right, King of Pentacles. So this could have been a message of love from someone you see as a committed partner. This King of Pentacles can represent husband, father, employer, right? Usually a figure of authority. It is a masculine archetype, though, of life partner. And I feel like that's who brought the message to you. Maybe speaking about, their own fears and insecurities, and an offer of healing here underneath. I think whatever the message was, I almost feel like it came through as an explanation for their behavior. And the explanation was around their fears and insecurities, and that communication may have been very healing. If you received that communication at 5D, it may have been something that you had some confirmation on. In other words, it just didn't come out of nowhere. You had specific confirmation that this person was letting you know that they're working through their fears and that they're sorry. Okay, but the World, endings and new beginnings, with the Knight of Wands, again, Two of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So this really looks to me like I'm speaking to someone who may not be in connection right now in 3D with this person, but you were. And there was a new beginning of a new cycle because this person kind of owned up to their own stuff, right? And it sets you on this new path. There's the Knight of Wands again, Two of Wands, almost as if they come back to say, I'm with you now. I'm not against you. I'm walking the same direction you are. Page of Swords underneath. They weren't sure. Maybe there's a Page of Swords to me is sort of the spy and detective of the tarot, looking for evidence, looking for information, maybe just trying to deliver some kind of a message of truth or clarity that provides some measure of clarity, but it's under the deck. So it leads me to believe that they were not sure how you'd respond, or you were not sure that you wanted to return, that you wanted to re-up a new cycle with this person. Okay? Heavy Knight of Wands energy is someone coming back from the past. So they either did and you weren't sure, or that was part of the message that was delivered, that they'd like another go. But the question is, did they have staying power? And what I'm seeing here in the conflict would suggest maybe not. Because present energy, Five of Wands, with the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. Well, you do want to talk it out. There's the Eight of Wands underneath. There's something here that's not balanced. There's no reciprocity in this connection. Not even any generosity of spirit, time, energy, resources. I feel like that's what the conflict is about, is you're feeding the connection and you're not getting fed in return on any level. So things are out of balance. And you know, on some level, you need to talk about it. I'm going to pull separately for the Queen of Wands because I'm not getting a clear picture from these cards, kind of like I did up here. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Ooh. Well, this is good because I do see the end of a painful cycle. That's coming from under the deck. So in some way, shape, or form, Scorpio, you are, or if you're here as a cross watcher, you know you may need to flip all the energies around. Some level, you're done. You're done with the pain. You're done with the drama, right? That's why you want to move to calmer waters. This is where you're getting unbound, releasing yourself from old patterns and behaviors, making a change for the better. So I see that underneath. I didn't think you were the Queen of Wands, but you just might be. And here's why I'm saying that. Because now I'm feeling the Queen of Wands. Okay, it's not in this deck, but in every other darn deck, the Queen of Wands has a black cat at her feet. Look at this priestess with a black cat at her feet. So this is where you're rising up in your power, right? You're not buying into the old patterns. You're protecting yourself and your energy as the Queen of Wands. So I didn't think it was you at first, but now I'm seeing it because here's the Four of Wands and the Fool. Now the Fool, sometimes it's taken a leap of faith. In this case, I think this is that change card, right? Taking a leap in a new direction. I do feel you're moving in a new direction, and I do feel it's a result of kind of closing out this very painful cycle and moving on. So somebody here is deciding that they need to protect their energy. They need to sort of rise energetically, put this painful cycle to bed. Solitary journey. Wow. Almost as if to say here, Scorpio, that you got to create your own wishes. The Nine of Cups can be wish fulfillment. Here's the Chariot and the Hermit. Moving on, moving forward, victory, yes, but kind of a solitary journey. You're moving away from a situation that has brought you little to nothing other than aggravation, broken promises. So to me, it's like a wish fulfilled that you're finally going to get some peace of mind. Your forward action will be very methodical, deliberate, intentional, right? So even though you're kind of shutting this cycle down, it feels like it's the pattern that this was talking about in Unbound, that Knight of Wands, in and out, not committing, not giving to the connection in equal measure. That's the conflict. And you may have hostilities about that, but I feel like that's shifting. You're moving in a new direction here. You're setting about, you're okay on your own. As the Hermit, this is your opportunity for, introspection, personal growth. It's me time. It's me time. And I kind of feel like that's something that feels like a relief. A relief. It's something that you've been wanting that you haven't been able to manifest, and now it's just showing up. But what's this King of Cups? Yes. Okay. So I kind of feel in the future, whoever this King of Cups is, could be you, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is the King of Cups. But I almost feel like it's this person that you're dealing with, that you're moving away from this conflict, the tension, and the lack of reciprocity. And I kind of feel it throws them for a loop. I feel like that Seven of Cups doesn't belong to you. It belongs to them. Right? There's the Ten of Pentacles. I thought we were building a life together. I thought we were committed. I thought we were, right? It's almost like they're confused And now they're the one that has the instability. So almost as the Ten of Pentacles is kind of coming in reverse, Lovers underneath. They will need to make a choice. They will need to make a choice. Here you are, Divine Feminine, the Empress. Remember I was talking about, releasing with compassion. Because there's the Queen of Cups. It took me a second to figure out, why did I say that, Queen of Cups? And who just landed on top? I didn't even look at the card. I turned it over. King of Cups. So the compassion for this person, and I mean from your heart, meaning having empathy for this person's confusion, and standing up for yourself anyway, right? I feel as if this person really doesn't understand. They think they're in a committed connection, but they're not showing up. They're not emotionally available. And here is the Empress with the King of Cups and then the Seven of Wands. And I almost feel like the Seven of Wands is your energy saying, you know what? I got to draw a line somewhere. And I have to speak up for myself. And I can do so with compassion, with sensitivity. Because it doesn't seem to me like this person is intentional about, not giving to the, not being as invested in the connection as you are. They think they are. And I have a feeling you know that. And I have a feeling what you're looking at here is not someone who is like a, piece of crap. You're not dealing with a crap person. You're dealing with someone who's just not as evolved, who doesn't really understand that what they think is giving isn't really giving. And therefore you're left kind of holding the bag. And I feel like it's been brought a lot of hostility up within you, and that's what you're releasing. Whether you talk it out or not, whether you get a chance to verbalize it or not, I do feel like you will set very firm boundaries if you haven't already. Underneath is the Eight of Pentacles. This is you kind of coming up with a creative solution to a problem, saying, this is what's not working for me. I need you to understand it. This is the line in the sand. So sometimes the Seven of Wands can be resistance. Sometimes it can be defensiveness. Other times it's like solar plexus energy, where you just finally get your inner constitution and you say, no, no more. Not going to take it. And then we have the Sun. And the Ace of Cups. There's the Queen of Wands. So that is you and the Queen of Swords underneath. This is you as well, but it's a different energy. It's like truth-seeking, truth-telling. There, look at her hand is extended. There's that sort of, I come in peace. Let's talk it out. This could actually, because it's underneath, could be actually happening during the Mercury retrograde. So keep that in mind. I feel like this whole new side of you, this change, right, is time to put the needs and expectations of others aside. That's what I said with the change card. You can change your mind. You can change direction. You can change your approach to the connection, whatever. It's your time to set the new rules. And I feel like it gives you a sense of liberation, happiness. There's the Ace of Cups. It could enter, like a whole new love could enter your life just from that change. And there's that little black cat I was talking about, right? So putting to bed the conflict and unrest, stepping into your power and sovereignty, giving it all over in the light of the full moon in Cancer, which is a heavily emotional full moon. So go find where Cancer is in your chart, because that's where that full moon is going to be hitting. I feel it brings you a lot of peace and happiness, and maybe even new love. For some of you, it could be new love. For others of you, just an opportunity to sort of get clear about what kind of love you desire. What would really make you happy? So this feels more about you. Okay, so really powerful reading for you, Scorpio. The extended, I'll pull an overall energy for the person you're dealing with here, how they see this situation, how they think about it, how they feel about you, their intentions. I'll get some advice for you from Spirit, which has been coming through pretty mind-blowingly lately, and some additional oracle to close out that spread. But let me tell you who showed up before you go. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. King of Cups is here twice. So this is a connection at the level of soul, of heart. There's a lot of emotions between you. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And you could be with a water sign. We have Pisces here in the moon. The world is Aquarius and Capricorn. The double hit of the Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. We have Queen of Wands out twice, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think it's your inner constitution, getting very firm and clear about, being the leader, so to speak. That's what the Queen of Wands is pretty much doing, taking matters into your own hands. The Fool is more Aquarius. The Chariot is Cancerian energy. Hermit is Virgo. We have the Lovers is Gemini. Empress is Taurus and Libra. That's more about Venus. Sun is Leo. And the Queen of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Did I miss anything? Yeah, King of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like this person tried to come in and tell you that they really did want to be in a committed connection, but they were afraid. They had fears, triggered them. And I feel like they were sincere about it. But that doesn't make it any less brutal. Because they kind of came back or energetically revisited and said, yep, I'm going where you're going. We're doing this together. And, out with the old, in with the new, a new cycle for us. And then nothing really changed. Old patterns came back in. And that's what's causing the conflict and the unrest between you. So I'm just repeating it so that you can feel the flow, because I know sometimes I get very choppy. And I do feel like you're going to move, if you haven't already, if you are already out of that situation, that solitary journey will continue, but it will bring some wish fulfillment, so don't rush it. Have a plan, take your time, no need to rush it. Something really wonderful is coming in, Nine of Cups, and I'm seeing that right here in the future. Okay? You may have another conversation with this person, and if not, then you may be feeling a lot of their confused energy. So just wish them well, send them love, keep it positive, you know the drill, and continue on your way. Really intense but good positive reading. Okay, Scorpio, so the link to the extended is below if you want to see what's going on in their mind's eye. If you're curious if this really resonated, the rest of this story is over there. I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.